Did you schedule it? I see something that says waiting February 18th, 2021 at 7:19. A scheduled event, upcoming event. Okay. I'll reset my YouTube quickly. No stress, I'll share it on our channels. I'm using my TV at the moment. Yeah, I'll do it now, just want to find it. Yeah. To the 6 people in the stream, just let us know if you can hear us. It's myself, Stignator. Just send a message in the chat if you can hear me and if you can hear Stignator. Don't be shy, it's on your YouTube channel. Chat. Just for everyone else that's joined us, qualifying is going to start in 6 minutes, so we're just following the guys, doing a bit of a warm-up right now. So chat, ask questions. Just check your settings. Anyone else not able to hear Stignator? Yeah, I can hear you.
I can hear this. Yeah, I can hear you.
I can hear you on the party chat.
Let us know if you can hear Stig and everyone, guys.
Just say something now, Stig.
Allow my voice to be shared is now set to automatic, it's set to on. Just see what's coming through now. Allow my voice to be shared is now set to automatic, it's set to on. Okay. Okay, that dynamically come on, guys. Allow my voice to be shared.
Awesome.
Okay, that dynamically come on, guys. Thanks, Kukitsu. Can you hear me now, Chum? Kalen, hello.
I see R. David says Captain's delivery from last week. He's lucky winning delivery.
Yeah, the Auto ECU sponsors from last week's race. If I was him, I'd never change it.
Yeah, definitely added some extra kilowatts on top end over there. He drove that thing out of its, he drove the socks off that car last week and definitely put on a good show for folks at home. So I'm hoping that this evening he's able to go with Deacon and Sirius Sam and the rest of the guys, the other guys over there this evening.
Yeah, I think it should be very close. This is on a track where big differences in time are made up. Everyone should be running a fairly similar pace, 1/10 of a second, probably what half a second a lap difference was on the other tracks with the slipstream. Welcome to everyone in the chat while we're at it. Don't forget to leave a comment. Sorry, I'm just getting a bit of feedback on my headset here, playing with the settings a little. Someone said I was a bit soft earlier. Is the microphone better now?
Yeah, yours is perfect, Josh. Josh's was a bit soft early on, but
Josh doesn't talk anyway.
He's a silent partner.
Current fastest lap's 13.5, Mr. Pace. I did see a 12.9 yesterday in a practice lobby though from someone.
Yeah, so a couple of 12s today as well. So, yeah, we're in for a treat this evening, guys.
Ellen, just turn your YouTube volume down because I can hear myself.
Okay. Okay, we're off.
Only thing is now we don't have car sound, but that's fine.
Yeah.
maybe Gran Turismo 7 they'll let more than 16 people into a lobby.
Yeah, that will be pretty cool, eh? I think it's got a lot to do with the processing power of the console, so hopefully this PlayStation 5 will be able to obviously bridge a lot of the shortcomings of the processing capabilities. I know on this platform and on the inverted commas the other game as well, ACC. But yeah, it's looking good.
What are you looking to see in it? I know online lots of people talk about more AI races and rubbish like that. Put my side up, I think a few more changes to the livery editor, like letting us put stickers on the windows. I know the racers won't be too stressed about that kind of thing. This also, obviously on lobbies, a big one would be to be able to have penalty zones.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, obviously Polyphony is very strategic how they release, you know, their little Easter eggs, but they want to sort of give homage to the traditional, the older sort of Gran Turismo, and basically they've obviously developed quite a relationship with the FIA, so I think that's going to be quite strong. You know, the racing series in terms of just global competition. I think that marketing machine is doing very, very well for the brand. But yeah, obviously the manufacturers have picked up that you know, the community is big and it's growing. And obviously from an esports point of view, a lot of advertising and representation. I'd like to see a lot more of the I remember back in the day, Nissan had sort of a Gran Turismo Academy, where, you know, the top split guys got an opportunity to actually go and try out for, you know, the GT3 and GT4 team. So that would be quite cool. I don't think that's going to happen moving forward, but yeah, that was quite exciting to see, you know, the step up to sort of from the sim world to the real world. And I mean, some of the guys have done quite well in that space.
Definitely. Obviously, now we've got the FIA live race events. I think the Nissan Academy used to be the older version of that, where people competed in their countries and the top guys went overseas. I think the original winner actually got a race seat and still races professionally.
Yeah.
Looking at the lobby here, we should be into qualifying already. 2 minutes. So everyone's on their first flying lap. I see a couple of people in the chat talking about not forgetting R. Davids for the win tonight. I think it's going to, like we said earlier, it's going to be a very close race. I see DPP's just disconnected, which is unfortunate because fuel's very important to your qualifying. You had that issue last week when you had to get the livery, so you only joined halfway. Ghost Killer Pace was the foreman for most of last week's race, just setting the fastest lap of 14.1, but I'm sure they're going to go quicker than that still.
Yeah, I think the guys ran about sort of the 5-minute mark, which is lap number 4. End of lap number 4, we'll see everybody blitz the pits and put on some fresh tires and go out again. And I think track position will be very important. I think if you get or able to latch on to somebody's back wing, you can pick up quite a lot of, you know, sort of, especially on the straights. But yeah, in the braking complexes, it's a bit tricky, you know, carrying that speed and committing, because the track limits on this track is quite harsh. So,
definitely. Well, in my terrible race tonight, I bottled qualifying, but as well. But after I pitted just on the first sector with the slipstream, I made 3/10, and then proceeded to run wide into turn 2. So yeah, definitely having the slipstream at the right time can make a lot of time on this qualifying.
Yeah, we're seeing a first batch of guys going to the pits to put in fresh tires now, so I think the real times will start coming through. I'm quite confident we should get it to the mid to low 13s during quali. I'd be very surprised to see a 12, a high 12 with this amount of fuel on. Maybe with basically a quarter tank, or basically, yeah, close to empty. I think we'll see the 12s, but yeah, I think mid 13s. I think that's going to be the target time for the top 5 guys.
No, definitely. Currently, Ghost Killers 114 still standing. R. David seconds, Kevin third, DMR SMP3 Pro fourth, Ghost Climax fifth, iCarbon KBR fifth, and Sirius Sam rounding out the top 8. Sam just jumping up to second, but I'm wondering if DKP is going to make it back in time for the race start.
I hope he does.
Our championship leader at the moment.
Yeah. Good evening, Dark Water 76 and Anthony Wilson. Thanks for tuning in. Please smash the channel a like, guys, and a share. And let's grow the community and get the brand strong. Massive thanks to our sponsors as well for coming on board this season. Yeah,
our sponsors, they are TGN Racing Simulators. The guys that do all your modular sim rigs, they do different wheels, your Thrustmaster, Fanatics, and then Track Art to do 3D printed track layouts, which are awesome for your man cave. Put around your sim rig, a bit of decoration there.
Absolutely, move the family portraits off the mantle and get your favorite track on there, guys. Come on.
Sorry guys,
Yeah.
just checking with the GT.
Oh, that's
sad.
Especially since how that would probably mean you'd be in pool 2 next week, so we do have one throwaway race, but that could affect the championship as well for the end of the season.
Yeah, that's very unfortunate. Fellow RTA racer. Evening, Ashley Wilson.
Dino.
Thank you, Dino.
Yeah. Sorry. We've got 3 minutes to go here. Mr. Arrive and Drive has jumped up to pole at the moment with Sam second and MJ Ninja third. Sam currently on a quicker lap. Nice to see JAA Pace sticking it on pole provisionally for now. Probably change in a few seconds and another 10 times before we're done here.
Yeah, check those splits, eh? I mean, look at that difference. Yeah, look at the difference between first to second and second to third. Okay, there's Sirius Sam just putting a absolute beast of a lap. Yeah.
R. David's also getting just into the 113s. They should still be able to complete some of them another 2 laps. 1 or 2 only another 1. So as the fuel comes down, it's not over yet. It looks like R. David's was actually using Sam for his toe there.
Look at the differences in time, eh? I mean, it's like nothing in it, eh? It's like hundredths of a second.
Yep. Stop coughing so loud, Josh.
That was me.
That wasn't me.
No, you're the heavy breather, sorry.
It's Josh Vader.
Not tonight. Yeah, we've currently got 0.8 of a second separating 12th from first, with that 4/10 gap from first to second. So second to 12th covered by 4/10. Speed Demon getting a little bit sideways there, pushing a bit hard on his qualifying lap. With 1 minute 10 seconds to go, pretty much anyone who hasn't started their last lap, this will be their last chance because they won't be able to make it around in time. Because we know Josh is going to hit the go button as it hits about 5 seconds to 10 minutes.
Hello, Kaylin. To my knowledge, Sirius Sam is still using a controller, eh?
Yeah, he has got a wheel, but I don't know if his rigs are arrived yet, and also in the middle of the season, it's probably not the best idea to change. He's probably practicing.
Yeah, there's a mid-13. Okay, go time.
Obviously with Josh not racing, he has to go out the menu to start the race. Looks like we've got Sam, R. David, Ghost, Climax of top three, and then we can have a run through the grid once it comes up. I see a couple guys still using the Auto ECU livery with Track Art and TGN Racing Simulators. KBR Fist stuck it on 4th, KBR Fast One 5th, Ghost Killer 6th, JWO dropped to 7th after that earlier lead, High Carbon 8th. We're going to have a whole lot of boosting and close calls here into turn 1.
A little bit of contact. Oof. We lost a couple of guys over there.
One of the Pace and Kevin. It's obviously all a bit messy at the moment, but sorry, my signal's breaking up here. I'm having DK's internet connection issues.
Yeah, he's a bit sketchy on the side as well. But we've got Fast One in the lead. We've got Sam behind him. Let's just let the guys' tires settle in.
So R. David's a bit wide. There might be a penalty. Looks like he's got away with it though. KBR Fist holding on to his 4th place with JWO up to 5th. R. Davids did get the penalty and he's burnt it off going into the last turn. Ghost Climax 6th, Pit Killer Pace 7th, Icarbon 8th.
Yeah, this is really going to be a battle of the late breakers. I mean, when the guys are from 3rd, I mean, there's all train of cars and guys are all lining up and yeah, I think under the heavy braking complexes we should see quite a bit of action. Obviously the boost button really working overtime. A lot of guys getting out of shape in the hard acceleration zone, just coming out of the actual tight corner over there.
Yeah. Just jumping around. So right now we've got Fast One at the front. Sam closing to within half a second. Another 2 seconds back now to KBR Fist, who's got ahead of R. Davids, but they're running very close together with JWO, who I think looks like he's keen for a podium today the way he's driving. Ghost Climax in 5th.
Thanks, Josh.
There we go. We've got some race info now. Sam fastest lap so far on a 14.1 for his first flying lap. Who's your money on, Alan?
I wouldn't want to write R. David off. I mean, just based on what I saw last week, I mean, this guy's a fighter till the end, but Sam has these cars hooked up so nicely. You can't, you know, I'll put some money on him. Yeah, and R. David. But yeah, lots of guys are stepping up to the plate over here. This track is a bit unforgiving on the limit. I think it's going to be the guy that, the one that makes the least amount of mistakes, the most disciplined, and yeah, Serious Sam, from what I saw in the practice lobbies, he's just got this car dialed in on this track. I mean, he's got no commitment issues throwing these cars into the corners and basically just putting it on the apexes all the time. So yeah, it will be interesting up front, but I'm going to say Serious Sam.
Okay. I'm probably tempted to go with you on that. KBR Fast One still leading. Last week he was in third for quite a long time until DTP passed him, and in the chat later he said he spun trying to hold on to him in the dirty air. So I'm sure he's very happy out front, under a lot of pressure again with Sam right up behind him, looking to make the move. So if Sam does get past, let's see how he hangs on. They've got a little 2.5. Let's see if he does the cutback.
Yeah, he's got it.
The inside for the next corner. Time for a bit of boost, side by side. This is where Fast One should hold him tight and also try the cutback for the next corner. We don't want to see any Lewis Hamilton running people off track on turn 3.
Yeah.
Which we avoided. Thankfully, Fast One didn't turn out to be Alex Albon.
Yeah. But what a demonstration of clean driving over there. Sam setting the trap and basically hitting the cutback beautifully, using the boost, putting the power down nice and gently, not generating any wheel spin at all. So yeah, going according to script for Sam. Let's just hope Fast One can go with him as well.
Definitely. We've got 39 people watching, so don't be shy to give us your opinions. Welcome Stephen Vessels, Donkey, nice to see you in the chat. Everyone else, drop a message, hit the like, subscribe to the channel. Great battle going on here from 7th to 3rd. Bit of a moment for JOO there on the curbs, I think. I'm not sure if there's any contact. We've got Dynamic Jean a little bit towards the back of the pack. Last week he had a bit of a rough race, but the week before he drove brilliantly into the top 5. So we can keep an eye on him for now, see if he can move up a little bit.
Josh, just hop on to David. Let's just see, how he's looking, just on his boost and where he is in terms of gaps to the guy ahead of him.
Just for those that don't know, myself and Alan are watching on YouTube live, and Josh is controlling the feed, so it obviously for us to be able to check on tyre wear and fuel usage, boost, we're just commenting on what we're seeing as it goes. Davids hasn't used much boost at the moment. Tyre's still looking almost brand new. Sitting 7 tenths behind first and 7 tenths ahead of JOO. Looks like that third to 7th train is going to give each other a lot of a long battle this whole race.
Yeah, I think the guys are going to be mixing it up quite a bit. The cool thing about, and it's difficult for us to basically engage, what the fueling is like, but just from the race that I just competed in earlier, we were able to basically go up to lap 13, 14, and we still had quite a bit of fuel. So I think the guys that's going to basically look after their tires, and if they're able to short shift, they can get a bit of a undercut going in the actual pits and maybe make up some time in the pit. So it's not only what's going to happen on the track. There could be some gains in the actual pit stop window as well.
Definitely. We all know Sam's one of the better guys or pros at fuel saving and keeping the tyres strong till the end of his stint. He's used that strategy quite successfully so far this season, so with him being out front, he's just able to manage that as well even further. Doesn't have to push to catch anyone. KBR Fast One's looking quite good on his boost and tyres, so he's definitely still not out of it. KBR 5th running in a podium position, so 2 KBR drivers on the podium at the moment. Dynamic Jean seems to have disconnected, so I've put the commentator's curse on him somehow along the line.
Yes.
Looking further back down the field, we've got Ghost Killer Pace in 10th, Speed Demon 12th, and Kevin's in 12th and Leaps in 13th. Obviously with DTP having internet issues, not being able to join the lobby, and now Dynamic Jean, we've only got 13 in the race.
I see some comments online. Stephen Vessels, aka Sunburn Donkey, says that the guy in the lead has his TC on. Not sure about that, eh?
Well, we can actually watch on your, just next to the
I think
bar that shows full throttle
fast one is
leading, yeah.
Okay.
If you look at, there's that little car with a skid mark under it. You
Yes,
just saw
yes,
it
yes.
flashed on there. That's when traction control's on. I have noticed a lot of guys using it in the pools, helping with tire wear, and also in these cars, no wheel spin means less fuel usage. So
Yeah.
it's there, I guess, if you want to use it. I always
Josh is
enjoy
up.
the GT3 cars and some of the other cars in the game where it actually slows you down to use it. So
Yeah. Josh, just hop onto the 4th place battle over there. I think there's quite a bit of action going on over there. I saw 1 or 2 positions change over there. So JWO Pace was involved in a little bit of a scrap there.
he's managed to get past R. David with
Yeah.
Ghost Climax sitting right behind him. So it's just a change of 4th and 5th there.
Yeah, looks like there's a move going down behind R. David. He looks like he's, either he went off the track and has dirty tires.
Or he's just got rattled a bit, maybe a penalty, or by losing the place, lost a bit of focus. We've got S&P 3 Pro in 7th and MJ Ninja, 2 of our regular contenders in Pool 1 and 2, they're in 7th and 8th. Ghost Climax just serving a penalty there, and it looks like letting S&P 3 Pro pass because of it. They're still fighting into turn 2, turn 3.
Oh,
Little tap in the back, and 2 cars have spun there.
yeah, that's where the traction control comes in handy, getting the power down at that corner.
Yeah, definitely. It looks like one was Ghost Climax. Who was the other? Ghost Killer Pace.
I think so, yeah.
So it's shaken up S&P 3 Pro up to 5th. MJ Ninja, who was 8th just now, is up to 6th. Ghost Killer Pace down to 7th. Fiss, who was in 3rd earlier, I think he must have been one of the cars spinning there, 3rd down to 8th.
Yeah.
You can see Jay has got a penalty here, so he has to get rid of it before the line, except if it was earned in this last corner, then he has till turn 1. But we've got a big battle with Fast 1 on R. Davids, and Jay's right there with him. Looks like Sam's running away with a 6-second lead at the moment.
Yeah.
R. Davids.
Sam, once he gets his rhythm in, I mean, he just basically goes into his zone, and yeah, he just basically just bangs in the consistent laps. So.
Definitely, and we can see on the last completed lap, KBR Fast 1 did a 1:17, so he lost 3 seconds. Obviously, he must have got a penalty or run wide somewhere. JWO looking for the move here into turn 4. S&P 3 Pro with all the battles close to within a second.
It does, eh?
I wouldn't be surprised, just with the delay, that little bit of a dead spot on the steering. It seems to be better with these cars, so maybe some of the Pool 1 guys have been practicing and switched back to their old controllers, leaving the wheels aside.
Yeah. But nicely picked up there, Josh. How many of the Pool 1 guys are using a steering wheel? It seems like, yeah, Simon's asking a question. I know Serious Sam is on a controller, DTP is on a controller, who obviously is not with us. He's the series leader at the moment. Can you guys comment on anybody else who's basically on controllers over here?
We can comment on who has a wheel for some, but we're already on lap 11, so just to talk pit stop strategy, lap 12 is halfway. Most of the guys still seeming to have a fair amount of fuel left, a third of a tank here for Ghost Killer Pace, so he should be able to go a lot longer. Front tires still looking very good. Pit stops, I doubt anyone will make it to the end, so we should be seeing probably strategy-wise lap 13, 14, possibly even 15 for the pit stops. With the later pit stops being seeming to be helpful, running the fresh tires with the lower fuel load.
Yeah, and then basically these guys are The tyre is not bad and the cars are getting lighter, so if anything, I mean, they're keeping their times consistent, if not getting faster, the deeper the race goes on. So, yeah, okay, there we've got
Putting that
one of the guys going in. KBR, the KBR
this
cars.
still Sam leading from R. David's KBR Fast One top 3. I'm guessing Goniwe JWO Pace still 4th. There we go. SMP3 Pro 5th, 6th place MJ Ninja, and that's all in one long train there. It looks like SMP3 Pro and MJ Ninja were possibly having a little battle there coming over to the crest towards turn 4. Sam's gap's been around 6 seconds, 6.5. It's just crept up to just under 7 at the moment, so he's still eking out that time. Consistency, his last 2 laps were both 13.8. He's halfway through the race, he's got half his boost left, quarter of a tank petrol, so I'm expecting him to try to control this and just not make any mistakes. He's got the gap.
Josh, don't you want to hop onto that 3rd, 4th and 5th place battle over there? There's a lot of action happening over there. Yeah, those guys, you know, the wise money would have been for 1 or 2 of them maybe just to pop into the pits just to make up some time or do an undercut over there, because they're really battling each other, not doing each other any favors in terms of what are their times looking like.
Definitely, and the battling slows you down. You can see Sam at the front's running 13.8. Some of these guys, when they've been overtaking each other, 14.8, 15.2. He has MJ Ninja and SMP3 Pro still battling. So Ninja did make the move at one stage. Sam SMP3 Pro looking to make a move back, and that's just bringing Ghost Killer pace back into it. So we could have 3 abreast through this corner.
Yeah, there's a serious fight happening over here. And I mean, for these guys to be hitting these times, you know, and battling each other, you know, not riding on the optimized line, that's actually very good driving. Okay, yeah, we're having fueling issues now. The guys should be watching their fuel, so we should see 1 or 2 of them pop into the pits now.
Sure. You can see the difference. Sam's and a couple of the front guys had a quarter of a tank left. I'm surprised Ghost Climax isn't going through. He must just have enough petrol to make this lap. Maybe sitting in the slipstream will help. Anthony Wilson saying not a 12.5 yet. Not yet, but I wouldn't be surprised to see a 12 at the end of this race.
Yeah, running 12.5s is quite high risk. I mean, especially in you know, in the race term. I mean, you can get that time, but the risk of getting a penalty is like real. You know, so you don't want to have to burn off a penalty with, you know, somebody like literally right under your fin. It's going to be very difficult to get that position back.
Well, that's what I was saying about Sam just now. He possibly could push a few tenths quicker, but with a 7-second lead, it's not worth it. We might see him do a few faster laps later, but for right now, if I was 7 seconds in front, I wouldn't be doing anything other than making sure I don't get penalties, because that's the quickest way to lose a bucket of time. Sam into the pits, 6% fuel left. We've got R. Davids going for another lap, so he obviously saved a bit more. JWO 12, MJ Ninja 2%, Ghost Killer 1%, SMP3 Pro 5, so they're all fairly similar. There's JWO did quite well to save fuel, but he has been following cars where Sam's been out front without a slipstream.
Yeah.
So it looks like KBR Fast One also stayed out, and Ghost Killer pace and Speed Demon. So we've got Sam down in 6th at the moment, JWO 7th, MJ Ninja 8th. But I expect all of them to be pitting this lap, so we're going to have another shake-up.
Yeah.
Sam just overtaking Kevin there for 5th place. Obviously with the fresh tyres, you don't want to lose any time behind a slow driver. Like I say, I'm sure low risk strategy at the moment.
Yeah, they're not racing each other for track position over here, so I would, if I was Kevin, I would let him go and basically just follow him. It's too high risk, you know, trying to mix it up with Sam.
I see Fast One made it to the pits with 1% fuel left,
Wow.
and the other two with 4.
Speed Demon, look at that. Jesus, did he like just like sort of freewheel into the pits?
Well, luckily it is a downhill, so
yeah, also playing Russian roulette over here with a fuel.
you could run out halfway down that top straight and not lose too much.
Yeah.
So we're back to Sam leading, R. David's JWO pace. We'll see how that shakes out with the guys that stayed out longer. They're exiting pit lane now, so that was a big battle, and possibly that one lap longer could have shuffled a few of them higher up.
Yeah.
KBR Fast One running 4th, Ghost Killer 5th, MJ Ninja 6th, just come through the field. Dale asking about steering wheels. There's no real way to tell. I know Leap in 13th at the moment on one. Serious Sam has got a wheel now, but he hasn't started using it. JWO has a wheel, not sure if he's using it. Maybe some of the KBR and DMR guys in the comments can tell us about their drivers, if they're using controllers or wheels. Pack's tightened up a little bit with those longer stops, only 12 seconds from 1st to 6th. It was slightly longer than that. I think about last time I looked, about 14 seconds from MJ Ninja to Sam, but obviously Sam did get held up on his outlap. I think we should have quite a clear run till the finish from here, last 8-9 laps. Just on board a new fastest lap there from Ghost Climax, 13.5. With all the guys now running half tanks with fresh tyres, obviously this is where the fast laps will come in, and a lot of boost. KBR Fist down in 12th. He was running very well earlier in third, but had a spin. I see he's almost finished his boost. Leap's got about a third left. Fastest lap so far, 14s. Can't see it, but running mid-14s at the moment. Sam sitting in the mid-14s as well after his pit stop. I would say he's probably not pushing it, but I see a bit of boost there, so maybe this is his attempt at the fastest lap.
Yeah, I'm seeing R. David close down the gap a little bit. I mean, it's threatening to come into the 3-second barrier, so he's obviously taking a lot more risks. There we go.
Just did it. 13-1 for him that lap round. JWO pace 5 seconds further back. Fast One 4th, Ghost Killer pace 5th, MJ Ninja 6th, SMP3 Pro 7th, and Ghost Climax 8th at the moment. How's it to Quintus in the comments? Nice to see you online again and racing.
Yes.
Mr. Kalen should be in this pool. Obviously,
he's back next week.
Yeah, he missed last week due to a bit of illness, so he's already got his place back for next week. It would be nice to have you here in this big battle that's happening. Let's see, 3rd, 4th, 5th there again, Josh, when you have a chance. Just watching that gap.
Just watching to see if R. David does another fast lap, but he doesn't.
Yeah, they're just keeping that gap about the same. It's come down by about 0.2 on that lap. 13.6. I think with KBR Fast One still hitting that.
Those killer pace, there's the guys here. These two guys are having fun.
Yeah. If MJ Ninja and Ghost Killer Pace work together, they could get back on the heels of Fast One and JWO, but it looks like the other two ahead have just got a slight break.
I think they're catching up. They're almost within slipstream range of KBR Fast One, eh? What's the difference up to? Yeah, it looks like it's under 0.5 of a second there. Oh, sorry, 0.8.
changes corner by corner but with these guys, but they're all within a second of each other. MJ Ninja currently on the fastest lap of the race through the first two sectors. He's pushing boost, trying to get back in that slipstream, so we might even see our first 12.9 of the race here.
Oh, okay, just
yeah, pushing too hard, bit of boost to make up for it. Now he's going to have to serve his penalty before turn 1, and that's going to cost him some time on that battle that we were talking about, bringing him out right in front of DMR SMP3 Pro. Costing it all run off there for MJ Ninja, but he is just on the top end of the top 10 earlier, so he's come back nicely to get into 5th. KBR Fast One's got within a second of JWL pace there, and he's 1.3 ahead of MJ Ninja, so he's on a good lap.
4 laps to go.
Looking at the fastest times, still sitting with MJ Ninja at the moment. He did manage to pip R. Davids, even though he got a penalty doing it. I think it was that lap.
Yeah.
Sam, I don't think he's pushing it. I think he's just keeping that gap around the 4-second mark, trying to avoid, like MJ Ninja, we saw set a fastest lap, but that half a second penalty cost him 1.5 seconds by the time he served it.
Yeah.
So with 4 seconds in hand and four laps to go, there's definitely not a huge reason to push. Last week we did have prizes for the fastest lap. R. David's comfortable in second, JWO just getting that gap back up to 1.5 from KBR Fast One. Back to the 1 second crew, JWO, Fast One, MJ, Ghost Killer pace.
Yeah, he's almost out of boost there. I mean, he's got 3 laps to go, and he's
MJ Ninja, yeah. Well, he's had to push to try get back on the pace of the guys after serving that penalty. AM Racing asking the question, where's DKP? He is having internet issues, so he couldn't join tonight, unfortunately, the championship leader. Dale asking about having 2 pool ones, controller or wheel. It's much of a muchness. Often the wheel guys have had a slight tyre wear advantage on the controller guys. This season it's turned around a little bit, but I think if you split it, you'd end up having one or two seriously quick controller guys that, like DKP and Sam, although he's just got a wheel now. They always top contenders in pool 2, so it's not really your equipment, it's the actual driver. Coquette, so he's also on a wheel now, but he is also one of the fastest in the country on a controller. Just looking at the gaps here, JWO's managed to pull out a little bit more from Fast One as they closed down on R. Davids. For the first 2 pools, I think it was season 2, 3, and 4. So that was the FIA based seasons.
Yeah, Quintus is asking for N600 BOP on
Tune Open cool season.
Yeah.
And we have it at the Nürburgring. Quintus will be the champion, and Jade might even make a comeback. Two laps to go.
Those guys are sleepers at that track, eh? So yeah, they'll come out of retirement for that.
Definitely. With 2 laps to go, we've still got a battle on here from 4th, 5th, 6th. Only a couple seconds between them. Ghost Climax has dropped off 4 seconds, so I'm not sure what happened. Must have had a penalty or another issue. SMP3 Pro in 8th. See MJ Ninja's caught right onto the back of Fast One after his penalty, so he's pushing to get into that top 4. I think JWO's managed to break away, so the podium it's not going to happen, but we should have a good battle for fourth place for this last lap. I see R. Davids has managed to get the fastest lap back, setting a 13.0. So MJ Ninja 13.1, all doing very similar pace at the moment. Fast one has one lap to defend. MJ Ninja's, I think, used all his boost in catching up, so that's going to hinder him. I think we've got Serious Sam should have this in the bag. We said that last week, and then
yeah, please.
R. David's got that penalty that he had to serve on the finish line.
Yeah.
Nice battle with R Carbon and Speed Demon. Over 10th at the moment. KBR Fist 12th and Leap in 13th.
Yeah, that race that Quintus is talking about, and I see Wolfman Willie's also jumped on. That can be the Quinty Cup, the N600 Quinty Cup. Yeah, that'll be a cool race.
We'll do it 2 a.m. on Saturday nights for him. Let's just go to the front, Josh, and get to see the guys going over the line.
Yeah.
Here we have Sam controlled at 3.6 seconds and a 12.9 on the last lap. R. Davids.
Well done, guys. Yeah.
JO Mr. Arrive and Drive 12.8 on the last lap. Fast one holds off Ninja and Ghost Killer pace. Goes Climax, SMP3 Pro. Kevin, Speed Demon, R Carbon, and then Fist and Leap. Looks like someone's serving a penalty there coming up to the line. KBR Fist. Leap, unfortunately, was one of the spinners early on that race, so losing the slipstream here is very important. As we can see, all the cars getting a penalty at some point.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, the track limits are not cool on this track over here, and I mean, these are good drivers. It's just, I think, where the game is, and yeah, when you're driving on the limit, like all of these guys are, you're bound to basically just pick up a penalty here and there. But I think overall, I think the guys done well this evening. My prediction, I said either Serious Sam or R David, and the guys came through the field quite nicely.
Yeah. I did call JOO for a podium.
Yes.
Even with his issue that he had at one stage where he dropped back to 5th, I think it was a penalty or something. Definitely well done to all of them. The 44 people that are still watching, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We've got our next race, same time, same place next Thursday, and then round 3 of the ladies' races next Friday.
Yeah, we're racing next week.
Yeah, we were racing next week.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm also a Arrive and Drive. I don't practice. I'll jump in a lobby on like Thursday, maybe Wednesday or Tuesday afternoon. Let's take a look here. I do have it on my phone somewhere.
But quite a few interesting comments, and yeah, we like to hear a lot more from the actual community out there. Ask your questions, guys. Get them out there on in the chat section of the actual. The knowledge base is big and growing. We've got the guys like Kalen and Stefan, Donkey tuning in. So ask the questions. I'm sure if we don't know it, we'll ask the right guys to answer the questions. I mean, a lot of questions about controllers. The controller guys are doing very well in these cars. So I'm sure there are guys with steering wheels that are up here in this pool one as well. It's just kudos to the guys at Polyphony for actually getting a controller to actually steer and do what a racing car what you wanted to do. So well done to them for that, and basically it gives guys an opportunity that can't afford steering wheels to basically compete. So it's giving everybody a fair chance or a bite at this apple.
Definitely. And then Mr. Josh Head Honcho, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Give us a quick update on the ATK event that you've been heavily involved with organising with Werner.
Yeah, so it's going ahead.
But shout, because they said you were quiet.
Yeah, you're quite soft there, Josh. Very romantic in the background, Chum.
Is that better?
Shout.
Is that better? Can you guys hear me now? Okay, so yeah, there's a lot of stuff happening in the background. Obviously, MSA hasn't as yet released the e-license, so we're just waiting for that to happen, and then the calendar is out. We've set up the different sections on Discord, so we're getting the guys to log in there, and we're looking forward to the qualifying session for that championship, and moving ahead with that. I don't know if there's anything else anyone needs to know about it, but just hop onto
Thankfully,
the
we
Discord channel, and we'll give you all the information you need.
definitely. Your thoughts on this race?
Oh, as usual, it's just brilliant to watch this. I mean, watching these guys do what they do week in and week out is amazing. It was really sad that we didn't get the DK in there, but yeah, it was still a very good race, and well done to Sam.
Yeah, I also see Dynamic Jean messaged me. He said his Wi-Fi just switched off. He's not sure why, but obviously that's why he disconnected during the race.
So exciting things happening in SA esports sim space. It's big and it's growing, and obviously with sponsors coming on board, I'm sure we're gonna get a lot more guys coming on board and stuff. What's the membership numbers looking like? I mean, how many guys do we have across all the lobbies at the moment, Josh?
So we're up to 13 lobbies, if I'm not mistaken. Sorry,
Okay.
12 lobbies. 12 lobbies. And,
Yeah, we've had some guys start the season who've had to take other responsibilities on board, or don't pitch for every race because they're having shift work, that kind of thing as usual. But just looking at the season points, I think there's over 200 people that were on the board at one stage.
That's very exciting. That's exciting and impressive. I'm just keen to see, what this SF season sort of round itself up. It's getting exciting as it's drawing to a close. I'd like to see, obviously, the points table. But you said that, the guys are allowed to have 1 or 2 throwaway races. How does that work?
Yeah, so the throwaway races, your lowest race score of points as the season goes on, that's discounted from the overall results. So, for example, like Kalen, who didn't race last week, he would have got 15th place points in Pool 1.
Sure.
His win tonight in Pool 2 is equal to Pool 1 12th place, I think, or 13th place.
Sure.
So last week's result will be his throwaway, but his points from first place today would have been obviously higher, so that's why it used to be that your Pool 1 15th place was higher points in Pool 2 first place. We shuffled that up a bit. But yeah, overall, your lowest points fall away, and it gives you the chance like Kalen had, where he's missed one race, but he's still can be in contention by losing that lowest scoring event.
Sure. Okay, cool. Any other questions on the chat, guys? Anything else? from the YouTube?
I see Simon said something about the MSA e-license. I'd just like to address that very quickly. So, because MSA is the official partner to the FIA in South Africa, for us to be able to compete at the FIA championships in Europe, we do need to collaborate with the MSA, and that means that we will need to get that license thing sorted out. But as soon as we get further details on that, we will let everyone know.
Yeah, and being a overseas international event, the representative going there, the license fee, I'm not sure how they're working it, but if MSA are sending the person over, a small license fee is going to be a bargain for that guy. Just looking at the points from last week, we had 206 people who had scored so far, and there was possibly 12 pools for this week's race. with some nice prizes up for grabs from TGM Racing Simulators and Track Art for the winners. So I think that's about all for tonight. Shot for joining us, Alan, as always.
Thank you. Always
Alan,
a pleasure.
thank you so much for joining.
Not a problem, Josh.
It would be just Stephen talking here on his own.
Oh,
Yeah.
my word.
No one wants that.
Yeah, but always a pleasure. Thank you for having me again, guys. So, yeah, I'm excited. I'm happy. Yeah, it's good to be part of this. And, I'm sure we want to hear a lot more from the guys in the community, how we can make the show better, I'm sure Josh and, the guys that work behind the scenes tirelessly are doing a fantastic job keeping everything together, but there's always room for improvement. So keep plugging away on the Discords and the different platforms that are available, and we'll keep, bettering the brand and getting it to a better space, as the seasons progress. So thank you.
Awesome.
Great stuff. Thanks, guys.
Thanks everyone for watching. Simon, I'll reply to your comment on the YouTube channel. Thank you very much. Cheers.
Cool. Cheers.